How do I go from DACA to an H1-B? DACA protects undocumented young people who were brought to the US as children from getting deported. If you're a dreamer looking to switch to an H1-B work visa, this video will explain how to do it. For a DACA holder to be eligible for an H1-B, these are some of the requirements. You have to have a bachelor's degree or higher. You have to have fewer than 6 months of unlawful presence. You have been offered a bachelor's level position by an employer. About unlawful presence. Once an immigrant receives DACA, they're not considered unlawfully present. Unlawful presence also doesn't begin to occur until after a person's 18th birthday. This means if you were less than 18 and a half years old when you became a DACA holder, you could be eligible to obtain an H1B visa. But if you were 18 and a half years or older when you received DACA, you will not be eligible because you've occurred 6 months or more of unlawful presence. If you meet these requirements, you can probably apply for an H1B visa, but here's where things get tricky. You still can't switch your status to H1B while living in the US because you don't technically have legal status when on DACA. One option is to leave the US and apply for an H1B work visa from abroad. The H1B is subject to a cap of 65,000 visas per year and an extra 25,000 for applicants with a master's degree or higher, which means before applying, you'll need to enter a lottery. You can do this by registering an account with USCIS. You or your attorney will need to fill out some basic information about you and your employer. If your prospective employer is a higher education institution, a nonprofit that works with such an institution, or a government research program, there are no caps. If this is the case, you won't need to go through a lottery. If you've been selected, your employer can then file a labor condition application with the Department of Labor. If approved, your employer can then file the LCA and Form I-129, known as the Petition for Non-Immigrant Worker with USCIS. Once the I-129 is approved, you can apply for consular processing by completing the online non-immigrant visa application form, DS-160, paying the government's fees, and scheduling an interview. You'll need to bring various documents to your interview, including payment receipts, a valid passport, the confirmation page of the DS-160, Forms I-129 and I-797, and a passport-size photo. You'll also need to answer questions about you and your employment history and your new job. The consular office will then make a decision about your application. If you're approved, you'll be able to start working in the US, and if you happen to fall in love during your H-1B employment, you may even be able to apply for a marriage-based green card. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Boundless on YouTube. Thanks for watching.